Welcome to Kaiser Permanente's National Facilities Services instructional installation video, Connect the Dots, Social Distancing and Directional Arrow Floor Clings. The following materials are recommended for this installation: cleaning products for floor preparation, squeegee, masking tape, tape measure, and optional trimming blade. Section 1. Applying the circular floor clings. Important note: the printed artwork on each floor cling is intended to be viewed in sequence. Make note of this as you install the floor clings in the recommended order. Refer to the re-entry signage playbook for questions. Step 1. Prep the surface area of the floor prior to each floor cling being installed. Make sure surface is dry prior to installation. Step 2. Begin your installation at the point of contact, or POS, the front of the line. Using your tape measure, establish the location of your first circular floor cling. Recommended distance may vary. Step 3. Place the floor cling down, positioning the artwork straight toward the point of contact, or POS. Ensure that the direction of the artwork is perfectly straight as shown. Step 4. Tape down the left and right edges of the floor cling to keep it in place. Step 5. Hold up the top edge of the floor cling. Peel back the liner and fold it underneath or trim it away. Step 6. With the squeegee, carefully press down the floor cling, applying pressure from the center out. Step 7. Remove the tape. Step 8. Lift the floor cling and pull back the liner to complete half of the circle, carefully applying pressure to floor with the squeegee, using a side-to-side sweeping motion. Step 9. Pull back the remainder of the liner, carefully applying pressure to the floor with the squeegee, using a side-to-side sweeping motion from the center out. This motion alleviates air bubbles from occurring underneath the floor cling. Step 10. Take a strip of directional arrows and center it directly to the edge of the circular floor cling, using the predetermined tick marks for registration. You will notice very subtle tick marks on each circular floor cling that will help you to line up to the tick marks to the directional arrows. Tick marks are spaced equally at 22.5-degree intervals. Step 11. Leave the directional arrow strip in place and do not remove the liner. Step 12. Take the second circular floor cling and line it up to the bottom edge of the directional arrow strip. Ensure that the direction of the artwork is perfectly straight as shown. Step 13. Tape down the left and right edges of the floor cling to keep it in place. Repeat steps 5 through 9. Your circular floor clings are now adequately 6 feet apart from the center in compliance with current social distancing guidelines. Section 2. Applying directional arrow floor clings. Step 1. Line up the center tick marks of the arrow strip to the center tick marks of the circles. Step 2. Tape down the left and right edges of floor cling to keep it in place. Place the tape in the middle of all 4 arrows, as shown. Step 3. Hold up the top edge of the floor cling and peel back the lining, folding it underneath. Step 4. Pull the masking taut to the edge of the circular floor cling. Make sure tick marks are still aligned. Step 5. Using your squeegee, carefully press down the floor cling, applying pressure from the center out. Only apply pressure to the arrows themselves and not the masking. Step 6. Once the first arrow is applied, fold the entire strip over and carefully peel off the rest of the liner and discard. Step 7. Fold the strip back over and carefully lay it back down, ensuring that the tick marks are aligned to the circle floor cling. Step 8. Using your squeegee, carefully apply pressure from the center down through all remaining arrows. Step 9. Carefully peel back the masking at an angle. Don't pull the masking straight up, as this may pull part of the arrows with it. Step 10. Remove and discard any excess materials left on the floor. Section 3. Changing the path direction. If you are unable to continue in a straight line, please follow these next steps to change direction of the floor cling pathway. Step 1. Place your directional arrow strip on the floor and line up its center tick mark to the center tick mark of the circular floor cling. Step 2. Make sure the outward curve of the arrows is pointed in the direction that the commuter should walk down, as shown. Step 3. Rotate the arrow strip to the next tick mark at 22.5 degrees. If 22.5 degrees is not sufficient, rotate your directional arrow strip to the next tick mark until the desired angle is achieved. Important note: the directional arrow strips are pre-measured so that all circular floor clings remain 6 feet apart. The arrows are not designed to be separated. Do not cut or move the individual arrows apart from one another, as this will void the 6-foot social distancing guidelines. Repeat all processes until your pathway is complete. Thank you for watching Kaiser Permanente's National Facilities Services instructional installation video.